just to say thank you very, very much for that. And it's really a pleasure to be here. So I really do just want to give you an insight onto kind of my take on, well, the challenge that Gimli has given me. So to start things off, I was diagnosed in 2006 when I was age 4 years old. And obviously, being a 4-year-old, I had no idea whatsoever what journey I was about to start. And so my parents kind of had to manage that, kind of had to ease me into what I was about to face. And when I really I think I was a bit in kind of my own headspace until the age of 12, because I guess trying to cope with the changes in me becoming non-ambulant and just obviously losing the ability to walk was quite scary. And as I was going into a wheelchair, I had a procedure on my Achilles called an Achilles tendinotomy, where they lengthen the tendon, obviously in your Achilles, to wear an orthotic, which are called CAFOs. They're a long leg orthotic that enables people to walk with, obviously, their legs are locked straight. So that's what that procedure when I was 12 years old enabled me to do. And my daily routine and how it's compromised by the condition. Well, the first obvious thing being how it differs from my peers is that what they do, obviously they pull up their trousers in the morning, they stand up, pull them up. I obviously have to do that sitting down, which means I'd say it kind of gives me my cardio. It's not pretty, but it is effective. And there's obviously showering, which I have a waterproof wheelchair, which enables me to just be able to do that myself. Which, is challenging, but I enjoy a challenge. Obviously, preparing meals is another one, because unfortunately, obviously being at the height I am, a lot of the dressing tables in the kitchen and things are just that little bit too high. So I have had a few fails when holding plates. Because obviously it could have been a little bit too heavy and I misjudged the heat of whatever I was holding. And as I said, and at the bottom it says, what's the same as the task which my friends do? Well, in short form, everything they do, I just do sitting on my backside, which is challenging, but it is what it is. I'm just going to try and not really be negative about it, because that's what consumes me, so staying positive kind of helps me with that. My interests and hobbies, my main one, which quite a few people already would know, is horse riding or horseback riding. I've been doing it since I was 4 years old, and my grandfather introduced it to me when I was 4. I used to go around on a pony every fortnight, and since then I just couldn't look back. I mean, from my perspective, it kind of, now that I'm non-ambulant, it gives me the chance to, the horse walks and runs wherever I wanted to go, which I hadn't got for a few years, being non-ambulant, which made me feel free, and the fact that you're controlling such a big animal and just really elegant, really feels really good, free. And football, soccer. I know this is a little language, switch, but so it's something I really enjoy doing. I happen to be a massive Arsenal fan, painful as it is sometimes. And I get a lot of joy actually in watching Arsenal, and my younger brother Joshua, who I enjoy, he does the legwork for me. I kind of just shout at him.
Not just shout me.
Fair enough.
Literally enough.
What happens at home stays at home. So that's really an enjoyment for me. And music is actually, overtaking, now becoming my biggest hobby. Because being in the situation I am, sometimes if I'm in a bad mood, I'll go to my room, got my headphones in, I'll listen to some music that will really pick up my spirits. Sometimes some people will argue I can be a bit arrogant after that, the song I'm listening to. and I just find it allows me to free myself and just kind of disappear and kind of hide the struggle of what I have, which is pretty helpful because obviously having to deal with the stress all the time kind of takes its toll. But yeah, but it does help, really does. And my inspirations and hope for the future, having a family has always been something very big for me, especially, well, I have had dreams in the past of having a son without the condition. That would be my aim, obviously, because I would want a child of mine to have to go through the same thing that I'm going through. And well, the second one is the one that kind of takes more interest, the ability to walk again unaided. Not a hint of a limp, but now I've really thought it through. I happily walk with a limp. You've got to find a balance. So
no pressure, guys.
But when I say that, I'm worried that people are going to go, when do we tell him? How do we let him know that we're trying our best? And I've got, a few things for my mum to say, not to say no pressure, because I appreciate you are trying extremely hard to sort this little pain in the backside, whatever you call it, and to work in the music industry, which is something, well, I think one of the very few things I'm good at. So I think I will take that opportunity with both arms. So yeah. Do you mind? Right. And obviously how I cope with the stress of it is a massive, massive, massive part of being able to kind of fend off DMD. So PMA, positive mental attitude, and I can't stress this enough, is something I use. There are some times where I'm just like, this is ridiculous, I can't walk, all my friends are running around, whatever, and I can't. But most of the time I'm thinking, you know what, I've got every other thing in my life apart from this. There's no real point moaning, but I can moan a little bit. I'm sorry, Mum. But I think she loves me for that as well. And distraction by listening to music is one I mentioned already. It just allows me to escape. Like some people do drugs, I do music. It's true. Okay, on a serious note though, I prefer to focus on my siblings rather than me, which lets me see their side of it, let me say that again. It lets me see my condition from their point of view. So I notice my little brother, obviously, funny enough, looks up at me and doesn't really see the wheelchair, which is quite interesting. I find it quite amazing, actually. We've got quite a special bond. I think maybe it's probably enhanced because of this. And yeah, my relationship with my siblings, I love them to bits, honestly. And laughing at the difficulties I have and the challenges I face to help lift my spirits. Sometimes to the point where my parents